Hey, Danny Ray with Pinnacle Quote Life Insurance Specialist. Just want to go ahead and talk about a few things. I had a couple of clients this today talk about how life insurance is an investment. And those of you that know me, I don't look at it that way. When you commingle life insurance and investing, I just think it's the only one that makes out is the insurance company. Okay, because they leverage out your premiums 100 to 1. They buy U.S. Treasury bills and they make probably 7 to 1 ratios on your premiums, and they throw you crumbs, if anything. They got a stock market for investing. Again, I'm not a big believer in commingling life insurance and investing. But again, if there's a certain investment objective, then yes, there's some products out there. If you're looking for certain things, yes, then it's okay. But your traditional person out there, your middle class person who just needs life insurance, in my opinion, it's probably it's not effective for them. All right, so obviously, life insurance is probably the best way to ensure that your loved ones are taken care of. Okay, in the future. All right, it's the most cost effective way to do that. You know, um, just stuff like this. It's going to take care of. God forbid, if you die tomorrow, the primary burner dies tomorrow. Think about what's going to be left there. If you're 40 years old and you have kids that are 5, 7, and 10, and you got a homemaker as a spouse, and you die tomorrow, your paycheck dies with you. So let's look at this a second. You got a mortgage that's not getting paid for. You got car bills that's not getting paid for. The clothes you clothes for your kids are not getting paid for. The food on the table is not getting paid for. Santa Claus ain't coming to town. Okay, so there's a lot of things that are going to be missed out on. Again, you die, life insurance is pretty much the most cost-effective way to go ahead and supplement your income, right? So I mean, and other not only just the financial burden in the beginning, but to go ahead and get the right amount of life insurance to make sure your family's protected, it's going to take care of them for years to come. I cannot stress it enough. Life insurance is the most cost-effective way to protect your family. Okay, to set aside 10, 15, 20 times your income for the price of what your third of your cable bill is a month, it's irresponsible not to get it. All right. So again, it sets aside years and years of income, tax free. All right. Now, when you're deciding on a life insurance plan, there's only two major choices: permanent, like whole life, and term life. All right. It's extremely important to know the difference. Okay, before deciding. Now, again, me personally, unless you got a child young or somebody over 65, I'm not a big fan of whole life unless it's for kids that are young, okay, or if it's for somebody at 65 that wants to go ahead and make sure that their burial is taken care of, okay, in loose ends. This way, it's not falling in their child's lap at 35, 40 when they're starting out in a family. Again, nobody's got earmarked $15,000 to $20,000 geared for somebody else's funeral. I don't. Do you? I don't think you do. I've never talked to anybody that does. So with that being said, that's a whole life as far as I'm concerned is geared for that. Okay. Again, there's some people out there that use it for some sort of deferred savings or something along those lines. But again, I'm not just a big believer in that. Okay. Some people claim for borrowing. They got banks that you can get a loan from. Okay. And you'll get a dollar for dollar. Now, a term life, again, is geared for people in their income years, from age 25 to age 65, where they're going to go ahead and that's the years they're protecting. Again, from my last couple of videos, okay, I explained to you that, when you in your 20s, you want to get a 30 to 35-year term. AIG does have a 35-year term. All right, you want to try and get something that's going to bring you to retirement, fill those gaps, or at the very least to get your youngest child out of college. Okay, now again, term life is by far the most affordable way to go. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and cover a predetermined time. Again, it all depends on age. When you think of term life insurance, you want to try and skate right into retirement. Make sure your kids are grown. Make sure your spouse is taken care of in the event of your death. So you want to have something of substance. When your kids are young, getting the last kid out of college, then you want to have something where it's going to be in place where your spouse is taken care of, in the event of your death, give her a cushion. A lot of times when you have term policies later on in life, it's more a peace of mind than actually needing it. Okay, so it all depends on which one's right for you. I mean, if you're in income years, age 25 to 65, you want term. It's the most cost-effective way to go. There are GULs out there that I'm very that I like a lot. Okay, but that's surrender value, but they're a lot more expensive. Well, but traditionally, the most cost-effective way to go is term life insurance in your income years, and whole life, either when you're young or later on in life, in my opinion. All right. So remember, the older you are, the more expensive it is. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about um, life insurance over 50. So again, this is Danny Ray with Pinnacle Quote. Again, I just wanted to go ahead and put some lighting on, difference between whole life and term life as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and as far as investment vehicles, because again, I had a client today ask me about, I use life insurance for investing, and I'm not a big believer in it. Some agents are. Me, I'm not. I'm not really a big believer. I know Universal Life's ULs out there that the agents make a killing on commissions. I don't really offer them because I don't really believe in them. All right, I think the only one that makes out is the agent and the insurance company, okay, or the agency. All right, it's certainly. I tend to like to get the products that my clients are in the front row. Okay, now again. Not a big fan of them. So with that said, if you have any questions, you feel free to call me, 855-380-3300. You can also go at pinnaclequote.com and get a quote. Okay, put your information in there. I'll call you and go over your best options. Easiest way is probably going to the website and clicking on get a quote, fill up a little questionnaire. Okay, you'll actually see the rates that's available for you. And but then your information will come back to me, and I'll call you. And again, I'm not gonna give you the strong sell. I'll lay out the options for you. You be the judge and jury. You pick what's best for you. Okay, and no pressure. All right. Most important thing is that you get life insurance, so that protects your family. So the blog's gonna be up and rolling very soon, probably within the next day. Okay, we're just tweaking it, so when we do launch it, it's gonna look fantastic. So be sure to look out for that. And with that being said. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon. All right.